Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I really wanted to share this video with you because in all honesty, I actually wish someone had shared this when I was younger, and I really hope anyone young that is watching this, it helps. And even if you're not young, even if you're my age or older, hopefully there's something in this video that is going to really help you, and yeah, let's do this together. So this is going to be my money mistakes I wish that I'd known about when I was younger. There are a lot, like this video, if there are a lot of mistakes that you wish you knew that you hadn't made when you were younger. I really did not have any kind of a money education when I was younger, and that is nobody's fault, in all honesty. We were just trying to survive more than thrive after not a great start and losing everything when my dad left us and having to kind of just survive every day. My mum was a single mum raising 2 children. It's a common story, I know, but it did mean that I didn't have a clue about money education or financial freedom or saving or investing or anything when I was younger. And then by the time I was old enough to start earning my own money and being financially free from other people, I was too busy spending it on really expensive things and traveling the world and having a great time to really think twice about actually my future and how my money was going to serve me in the future. And maybe this resonates with you, or maybe you've been super good with your money from the beginning and maybe I'm a fool for not being. But the good news is, guys, it is not too late to learn, and hopefully you will learn some tips from this video. And if you have got anything to share, please do leave it in the comments box so that it can help everybody else here that is also here to learn and learn from their mistakes and build new habits to financial success. So if you are enjoying this video, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can see more from me in 3 videos a week, all about how to build your best life and live it on a budget. So my first tip, and this is literally something I have only really been educated about recently, and oh my gosh, I regret it so much, and that is to invest your money. So I'm going to be talking loads about different money behaviors later on in the video, but the first thing I wish I'd learned earlier was to invest my money. Now, personally, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, we know that, so do your own research. But for myself, at the moment, I have a Vanguard account, which is a long-term investment. I don't even look at the money in there because you'll drive yourself mad. It's going to be going like this over the years, and it's going to be serving me in decades to come. So that's my long-term investment. On the daily, I use an app called Trading 212, and that's more like stocks and shares, ETFs, and kind of investing short term but for the long term, so different investments every day or throughout the week. And it's really something that I keep an eye on a lot more often. So I can leave a link for you if you are interested in Trading 212. You do get a free share. Disclaimer, so will I get a free share, and it's basically an easy setup, kind of easy way to learn investing without having to know too much. But obviously you do need to do your own research. So if you would like a free share to get you started, I think you have to invest maybe £10 first, and then you get the free share, and then you can kind of see what works for you and how it, how it all works out. You can also do free money, like fake money, on there as well to practice. But yeah, I'll leave the link for you in the description if you want to do that. The next money mistake that I did not know about until recently in the last few years is compound interest. Now, really this is the effect that money has on itself as time goes on. So the interest you may gain in a year, if you then reinvest that money, it gains more and more interest on the original interest, and that just keeps compounding. Think of it like rock. When the dinosaurs lived, there's rock, and then more rock comes on top, and it just compounds down, and then you get fossils, and then you get money as your money grows. So this is the sort of thing I literally had no clue about. I'll get onto this point later, but definitely educate yourself in terms of getting to know how money works. So if I was younger, I would definitely be investing 30% or saving 30% of my income, because I was in a really good paid job, I was doing really well, and I didn't really know it until I didn't earn that money anymore and realized that, wow, I really could have been smarter with my money back then. And that's okay. I'm sure that's hopefully resonating with a lot of people. Your youth is for learning these things and for making those mistakes, But I do wish the internet was around when I was that age to actually learn. It's such an incredible place to learn from YouTube videos and from other people, podcasts and books. Just the fact that this exists, I feel so much happier for children, because they don't teach this in schools. And call me a conspiracist, but the fact that we are taught a very set way of going to school, getting an education, paying a fortune for your degree, and in the States as well, in schools, and then coming out into the real world, getting a job and working for the next 60 years until you retire, is not the only way. And learning that from an early age is so freeing, and I wish I had known that, but we'll get onto a bit more of that later. Okay, the next money mistake that I wish I'd known about was getting good credit and learning to track it. So this could be by way of getting a credit card. It could be by way of tracking your credit score on something like Credit Expert. I'll leave some links in the description bar for you. But tracking it, make sure you can see if something bad happens to your credit rating and you didn't know about it, because that happened to me and I didn't know about it for a year, and then my credit rating went shoom, and it wasn't anything to do with me, but I then paid the price for 5 years until it went off my record. And a big one when it comes to credit cards is don't use all the money that they want to give you, because guess what? The banks want to give you all this money because then you have to pay it back with so much interest. And that's the issue, guys. So make sure you don't use all the credit that you're given unless it's for something that is going to serve you, and make sure you pay back your payments every month so that you don't pay the interest off. The next one is to live below your means. I know I said this in my recent frugal living video, but if you live below your means, it means that you are able to spend less than you earn and therefore save more, invest more, and have much more kind of cushion if anything does go wrong. The next one is, of course, the good old emergency fund. I've always been quite good. I've always had savings, but I've never really focused on it. But definitely from a young age, instill in your children, if you have them, or if you're a younger person yourself, then make sure you have at least £1,000 buffer if anything should go wrong. If your car breaks down, your boiler goes, or you just need some money, you've lost your job in this crazy climate that we're in at the moment, it gives you a bit of a cushion so you don't have to rely on those really crazy high interest loans, or something that's going to get you in worse financial difficulty because you're desperate to borrow the money. Okay, the next one that I wish I had kind of thought about earlier. Oh, I'm going to lean back here. This is way more comfy. Let me put you down a bit. There we go. I'm still in shot, and that is so much more comfortable. So the next one is passive income. Now, this could be anything from being a graphic designer, could be having an Etsy store, it could be doing YouTube. Basically something that is going to make money for you while you sleep, or while you're not putting your effort and time into it. And there's a whole video on my channel about side hustles, and feel free to leave more advice or ideas down in the description bar for other people looking for side hustles. But there's so many that you can choose from, especially in this digital age. It's amazing how much you can do to extend your income options. The next one is to educate yourself. There's so many books I can recommend to you guys. I'm going to leave some in the description bar for you. Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, Wealth Chef. There's loads of books that have been recommended to me that I have really enjoyed. Podcasts, there's other YouTube channels. I'm going to leave some links down in the description bar, but educating yourself is so important. In the last 2 years, educating myself with these books and really kind of diversifying my mind of what actually the options are has been so important for me, and I wish I'd done it sooner. The next one is get that pension. I think they call it a 401k potentially in America, let me know if I'm wrong, but get that pension and make sure you're getting your employer's contribution. And if you start it young, then it's just compounding, that interest is getting more and more, and then you will be able to retire so much earlier, and you'll be able to have so much more freedom when you do retire financially. Okay, the next huge takeaway for this video, and oh my gosh, this is such a massive mistake I made from when I was younger. Exchanging your time for money is not going to make you wealthy, and that is even if you don't consider money being wealthy, because that is true. Like, true wealth is having the time, and if you're exchanging your time to make money, then you're never going to have free time or enough time to enjoy the money that you are making. And just the fact that you are going to work all day to pay for basically just all your essentials, you're not actually then having enough money or time to build other wealth options and different income streams. And it's just so important to know that there are other ways than what we have been taught, and exchanging your time for money is definitely something that I have really learned like so much, and I want you to take that away from this video. The next one is don't rely on the government to help you when you're older. Really, this is on us. We need to be responsible for that now. We need to be building those portfolios, whether it's pensions, investments, savings. We need to know that we have got to look after ourselves when we're older. I know I've touched on this already, but invest in the things that serve you. So whether that is your own education, whether it's your financial education, things that make you more productive, invest in them. The next thing, I wish I had budgeted sooner. If I had seen the amount of dough I was like, buy the money emoji out the window every month, I would have like, I'm sure I would have done this sooner, but I just didn't. I was young and free to do what I wanted, and yeah, I just didn't think. So hopefully if you're watching this, this will make you stop and think, and it's not in a what's that word, like I don't want it to be preachy, I just wish I'd known this stuff. So please try and take some takeaways from this, and yeah, hopefully it's not coming across preachy. I just wish someone had told me, because I would have sorted things out way before the last few years. It's not always about just save, save, save. Obviously we've been doing that frantically for the house, but it's now time to let our money serve us, let it flow through us to different sections and let it actually serve us. Okay, the next one, it's really important, is to diversify your income. Don't put everything in one basket. So the recession heading looming above us, and like what's happened recently with everything going on in the climate, in the economy, you may have a job and it may be that you've been made redundant, and that's awful, but it's kind of trying to put your eggs, split them out, so you're not just relying on one source of income, because obviously if that does fail, then you could be in big trouble. Just make sure you have backup, basically, whether that's a side hustle or passive income of some sort. Try and diversify your income. The next one is surround yourself with positive people that want the best for you, people that are going to inspire you, people that make you feel good, people that aren't leeching off of your emotions or your money or your zapping your life from you. Just surround yourself with those people that make you feel good and make you the best version of you. Another key one, I feel like I'm leaving the best ones till last, so I hope you're still watching, is pay yourself first, and do it on auto, so you don't even know the money's coming out of your account. Pay yourself first, put it into some investments, into savings. Your future self is going to thank you so much. I think the key thing here is make your money work for you, because I didn't know that growing up. I just thought, I'm gonna earn my money, I'll spend my money, I might save here and there, but that's never going to build wealth. It's never going to build freedom, because you're kind of just living paycheck to going and spending it on all your liabilities and everything you want to buy, but you're never kind of thinking ahead. So just be really aware of that when you're younger. Please, I wish I had. Making your money work for you means not necessarily just chucking it in a bank and hoping that that 0.1% interest is gonna pay, you know, buy things in the future, because it's not. So you just really need to learn about how your money can work for you, and yeah. So if you have found this video helpful, do think about sharing it with your friends just to help them out. If I see a video that helps me, I send it on to a friend that I know that's going to enjoy it, and it just helps obviously the creator that's made the content for you as well as your friend, and you know, they'll give it back, you're paying it forward, you're going to get it back. And yeah, think about doing that, and obviously do give it a like if you did like it. I'm going to leave it here. There is way more money mistakes I made, so if you want to see more videos like this, then let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and showing up and just being accountable and wanting to learn. I really appreciate you, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!